our sky. It can be so beautiful at so many times of the day, but most people don't pay much attention to it, which makes sense. It's been in our lives from first sight to right now, so it's gotten kind of boring. That's just human nature. We take things for granted. But when it comes to the sky, big mistake. Our Earth has been part of the universe for 4.5 billion years. And what has been keeping it company all that time? None other than the sky. And I, for one, think it deserves some credit for that. And I'll be giving it that credit today by sharing with you what the sky used to look like, what it is going to look like, and how teeny tiny it is compared to the Milky Way. Let's start at the beginning of the world, that is. Way back, even before dinosaurs. 4.5 billion years ago, this is what the Earth looked like. It was a big ball of nothing. No water and no life. But if there was life on Earth that long ago, this is what they would see in the night sky. Since the universe is constantly expanding, it was a bit smaller back then than it is now, meaning that planets and stars were all closer to us than they are today. So Earthlings would be able to see Jupiter, Venus, Uranus, Saturn, Neptune, and maybe even another planet that was ejected from our solar system all at the same time, as opposed to the sky now and only being able to see some of these planets and stars. When I learned that, my mind went boom. Next, let's go super far forward in time to when, well, I don't know, robots? Flying cars? As you can see, the sun is already way bigger than all of the planets in our solar system. But in 5 billion years, the sun will become 100 times bigger than it already is, making it a red giant. The sun in the future will make our current sun look like an ant. This is what sunrise will look like when our sun gets that big. Do you think we can handle the heat? When you look up, you can't see the whole sky. It'll eventually duck behind a mountain or a tree line, and sometimes it just stretches too far for us to see. That's because it's absolutely enormous. But compared to the whole universe, it's not even that big. Comparing us to the universe is a whole nother speech. So I'm just going to compare us to the Milky Way. This is the Milky Way. And do you see that tiny yellow dot? That's the sun. Our whole solar system orbits around that. Now, if you think that's crazy, let me take it one step further. At night, we can see hundreds and sometimes thousands of stars. With that information, how much of the Milky Way do you think we can see? That much? No, way off. That much? Wrong again. Actually, we can only see this much of the Milky Way, meaning all stars and planets that we can see with the naked eye are located in that tiny box. Now be prepared to really have your mind blown. The whole universe has over 2 trillion galaxies, just like our Milky Way. Can you imagine? I can't. It'll hurt my head. In fact, all of this space stuff is already starting to make my head hurt, so I'm going to have to wrap it up. No, Drake, not literally. I mean, and my speech. Jeez, that guy. Anyways, I just told you what the sky used to look like, what it is going to look like, and how itty bitty it is compared to the whole Milky Way. Now, I know you all loved my speech, you want me to keep talking, but I have a time limit here, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to blast off.